Hello, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Ali, and in this short video I'll be talking about I'll pick 2 UDL submissions that I feel were the most insightful. Those 2 are going to be for week 12 and week 11. I chose week 12 and week 11 specifically because I felt that since they were kind of more in the later in the course and later in the year, I chose them because I felt like I got a better understanding on how to do the UDL assignments. I kind of got my toes on the ground. I understood how to do them. I understood the basics. I chose week 12 was a small, and week 11 that was a written one. I just used the template for the guiding questions. Specifically, why week 12 stood out to me, I could start there. I would say that while I was observing the classroom towards the end, with regard to the Part C reflection, I noticed every single classroom, in terms of the resources they used, it was all different. It wasn't just one set type of resource that everyone used. Like, some teachers felt like, some teachers I noticed used a chalkboard, others used a whiteboard, others they didn't use anything on the board, they just kind of had students write on papers. Other teachers didn't necessarily write anything on the board, but they used a projector to project on the board like what they wanted the students to see. So that stuck out to me because there wasn't kind of like a set, this is right, this is wrong way of the resources the teachers are supposed to use. It was, the teachers used what they felt was the best based on what they were teaching and how they were teaching and who they were teaching. I also chose week 11. Week 11 was my written version, and I chose it because I noticed behaviors it stood out to me because I noticed behaviors in the observations that I think stood out to me. One of them was as the teachers were observing the students, one of the teachers at least crouched down next to the student, and as the teacher was talking, he just crouched down next to the student. I thought that was really notable behavior from the teacher, and I think I want to start implementing that in my teaching or future teaching. I also noticed one teacher, my observations this week stood out to me because one teacher, as she was walking around, she went into the groups multiple, it wasn't just a one roundabout in the class. She went multiple times around the classroom, and she was so involved with the students, and the students seemed, at least in my opinion, to enjoy it. That stood out to me as well. That's why I chose those 2 UDL assignments that stood out to me.